Welcome, good morning to another episode of the Competition Timeout. I am your host, Nando, and we're back. Sorry about the wait, guys. Yeah, it took a couple weeks off, but we're back here on the Competition Timeout. Um, so welcome back. Yeah, last time we spoke was after the Super Bowl, and there's some things to catch up on. Obviously, before we get going, just a heads up, you can find all the content obviously on Apple, Spotify, for the competition timeout. Also now available video at 314 Media uh, YouTube channel. That's where you'll find all the competition timeout video content. Also, Puck Talk with Fern and Mac, where we talk hockey, and also the Roman Nando Show, where we just discuss everything about me and Rome's favorite teams. So, yeah, let's get going. All right, let's start out baseball. Baseball is back. Pitchers and catchers have reported, teams have reported, and they've started playing. The first game was Friday. It was the Dodgers against the Padres, and that was a blowout, I think. Actually, it was Thursday. I misspoke. It was Thursday when they started. Uh, and that saw everybody from those teams. Some players from those teams play. Some didn't. Otani, I don't believe, has played yet. Uh, so yesterday, Juan Soto made his Yankees debut in spring training. Hit a homer. Got on base a couple times, and yeah, so far so good for Juan Soto and the Yankees. Cody Bellinger resigns with the Chicago Cubs. He's back there. He's one of Scott Boris's clients who was still without a deal yet. Uh, they agreed to 3 years, 80 million. Uh, so that's that. There's still Montgomery, Snell still out there. A lot of rumors swirling about who wants them and all that, but never know. Speaking of Otani, which I already brought up, he will make his Dodgers debut as a DH on Tuesday, so tomorrow. So if you're looking forward to that, it's just spring training. But yeah, uh, another MLB controversy. There is controversy with the uniforms. So a lot of players have been outspoken. So have the fans about the uniforms. It's still Nike uniforms, but they handed over the production over to Fanatics. Uh, and fans don't like it. Most players don't like it. A lot of shots of, the white pants for the home uniforms being see through, and that can, already there's some pictures floating around of things there. So you can only imagine uh, what what that's like. Anyway, uh, moving on to the NBA. Uh, the Bucks beat the Sixers yesterday, 119-98. Doc's returned to Philly. Pat Bev's returned to Philly. Doc got booed. Pat didn't. I think Pat fit really well in the city. I am a Sixers fan, as you guys know, and haven't really spoken about it, but I don't think they had a great trade deadline. Made a couple moves, got rid of Pat, which I think Pat, for the character, he fit the city, needed that type of person in the locker room, I think. I know he's not a scorer, but they like the Buddy Hield move, but all the moves they did just to bring in Kyle Lowry um, off the street because he got bought out. I don't think that's a magnificent of a move that people think, because Kyle Lowry, he's kind of washed. There's a reason if you can't make it in Miami, I'm sorry, Miami's kind of the militant standard and they get the best out of players, undrafted players, and and they said they're done with them. So yeah, Trey Young's gonna miss 4 weeks. Uh, Speaking of the Heat, there was a little scuffle fight against the Pelicans the other night. Five players were suspended uh, because of the fight. Uh, Jimmy Butler being one of them, and Najee Marshall as well from the Pelicans as well. So yeah, Steve Kerr gets a extension 2 year, 35 million, makes him the highest paid coach. Who didn't see that one coming? So Spoelstra got his contract to start the year, and he became the highest paid coach. Now Kerr gets his money, and that's that. Update on the standings as we sit here today on February 26th. Celtics, Cleveland, Bucks, Knicks, Sixers. That is your East top five. Timberwolves, Thunder, Nuggets, Clippers, Kings. That is your Western Conference top five. Right now in the bubble, the Warriors, Lakers, Dallas, Pelicans in the West, and in the East, the Heat, Magic, Bulls, Hawks. So we'll see how all that plays out as we continue to go. Shifting to the NFL, not a lot of big news. Obviously, the combine is this weekend coming up. So there'll be some news from the shorts Olympics or the tights Olympic, however they call it. A lot of rumor, speculation about what's going to happen with Russell Wilson and Denver, and then trying to make cap space and all that. So yeah, Eric Bieniemy accepted a job as associate head coach and OC for UCLA. So he's going to the college ranks. The Dolphins are cutting to make some cap space. Xavier Howard and Emmanuel Ogba. That'll clear some space. Speaking of salary cap, the salary cap will go up about 30.6 million to reach a record high of 255.4 million as the cap space, the total cap figure everybody must be on. But well, it's mock draft season. There hasn't been a lot of news. I'm sure when the new league year, which I believe is March 14th, around there, we'll start to see. That's when free agency and all that starts. So after the combine, I think we'll start seeing more moves, more people possibly get cut, and yeah, we'll see that. In some soccer news, Liverpool beat Chelsea for the Carabao Cup. So that was a good match. Also in MLS, Messi ties the game for Inter Miami against the Galaxy. Messi scored, obviously. I believe he's had a goal in both of his games. Miami's 1 win, 1 draws, only 2 games into the season. So if you wanted Messi update, there it is. Well, he has 1 goal. He didn't score in the first one. But anyway. The NCAA college basketball season's heating up. We're getting close to the end of the conference schedules, going to conference tournament time, and then into the madness. Right now, as rankings stand, the top 25 is UConn, Houston, Purdue, Arizona, and Tennessee. So, yeah. interesting. Speaking of NCAA, there's more of a football uh, news. NCAA football. The video game will be backed by EA Sports. It'll come out this summer. A lot of things are being announced. Players are announcing they're in it. So that's a big deal. It's been about 10 years, I believe, since the last game. So I'm glad they got that figured out to some extent there. And we'll get that figured out. But yeah, yeah. Well, that was it, guys. That's, the competition. I'm out once again. I'm back. Sorry about the couple of weeks off. There was an episode right after the Super Bowl that I don't understand why I didn't post. Uh, yeah, why I didn't post audio wise, but video wise is on. Like I said, the 314 media. So it's 3/14, like you're writing a date. 314 media YouTube page. Like I said, you could get the video for competition timeout if you want to see the video. You can also see video for the hockey show, Puck Talk with Fern and Mac. You can also see the new Nando and Rome show and other stuff coming up. But yeah, 314 media, uh, YouTube, Instagram, 314 media DE, there as well. Also, if you like hearing the audio, just keep listening. Please subscribe to, the YouTube. You subscribe to the Apple, Spotify, whichever you listen to us on, or to me. And the other shows, subscribe to all these other shows as well and the page. But yeah, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to the competition timeout.